Like steroids work by going inside the androgen receptor in your muscle cell. If you have more muscle mass, you're going to have more androgen receptors and you're just going to respond better to the gear. Like you can't take as much steroids if you're a smaller dude, and you're going to be more prone to side effects. So like that's why you see so many of these like small twink dudes who like just start lifting on TikTok, and you see their back covered in fucking acne and shit when they first hop on. A big part of that is they just don't have enough muscle mass to handle the amount of steroids they're taking. So, like, they could just take less gear. Obviously, like, they are stupid. They're starting off with, like, 500 test or doing, like, 300 tren or something. And, they're also doing other dumb shit, like taking orals like D-ball, which is gonna, like, make you get gyno and acne even harder. So like there's a lot of problems with everything they're doing, but yeah, it's like the best recommendation for the average person is like at least try to bench 315 natural first. If you have a good coach or you know how to train, it shouldn't take you too long, you know, to be able to do that. Like maybe in 5 years. I think that's a realistic expectation. And that's not a very long time to be training. So if you start when you're like, you know, maybe in your late teens or early 20s, you know, you're probably going to be like 23, 24, 25 or something by the time you consider hopping on. And at that point too, you're going to be more mature. You're going to know more. And if you are going to like go down the steroid route, yeah, absolutely. Only start with test. There's no reason to have any other drugs in your protocol. Just start with test. It's just fucking stupid to add in other drugs. So, and like I'd say the biggest mistake everybody makes when they first hop on gear is they listen to some fucking idiot on an online forum saying like, you know, beginner dose is like 500 tests. If you just blast 500 tests a week when you first start, you're going to get side effects like fucking crazy. You're going to get the acne, you're going to develop gyno, you're going to feel like shit, your blood pressure is going to go through the fucking roof. Your body has to get used to exogenous hormones. Like there's a transition that needs to be made. So I'd say for your average person, you probably want to start off on 20 milligrams test per day, which is what, about 140 or 150 per week. And do that for at least a couple months. See how you feel. You know, if you're making progress, you feel better, like if you're building muscle on that, just stay on that dose. You know, like there's no reason to increase if you're gaining muscle really quickly. And then like once your body is used to it, you're not getting any side effects, your blood pressure's under control, all that shit, then you can consider upping the dose, like go to 30 or 40. And then like if you're making good progress and you're managing side effects fine, then you can maybe try upping the dose again. And then when you start seeing some side effects like high blood pressure and stuff, maybe you either want to drop the dose, but if you still feel good otherwise, like maybe add in an ancillary like telmisartan, angiotensin receptor blocker for the blood pressure. And like just run a small amount of gear, you know, just to start off with, and don't go fucking crazy. Like people think that the more steroids they take, the more gains they'll make. What ends up happening is they just get more side effects, and if anything, they might make less progress because they feel like shit. You have to be healthy and be energetic and vibrant in order to make gains. So if you feel like shit, you're sluggish, you can't get through workouts well, you're not going to recover as well from training either, you're going to make less progress. So just go easy on the fucking gear. You have to wait for your muscle mass to like grow and mature until you can like handle a higher androgen load.